special meeting to order. Can I have a roll call, please?
Fitch? Here. Stancil?
Here.
Hobbs? Here.
All right, review of the agenda. Do we have any changes to the agenda or disclosure of conflict of interest? I have none. No. All right, we'll go ahead and move to the consent agenda, which is to approve the agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, any discussion? All in favor, please vote aye. Aye. All opposed, motion carries. Okay, we are now in the time for public comment. Just as a reminder, this is a special meeting. So per the Board of Supervisor rules and procedure, public comment during this special session is only allowed on agenda items. So if you wish to make a comment on the current resolution for consideration or deliberation, please come on up and state your name and city, and we will entertain your comment. Okay, we will go ahead. Thank you for reminding. Anyone on the phone wish to say anything? Okay. All right, we will move on to deliberation. Okay, so we had several candidates to consider for this position. We had Alexis Gonzalez, Matthew Schwarz, Bella Johnson. Unfortunately, she did not show up. Randall Tabor, Michele Brant, and Lawra Mathes. So whoever wishes to start talking, we can go through each one by one, or we can just start talking, whichever you guys prefer.
I'd like to start with the first. We'll just go right down the line.
Okay.
She was sweet as pie, but had 0 qualifications.
Okay.
She's very young. It's okay, but.
So we wanna just kind of set her aside, eliminate her? Okay, so we'll make a note of that. So eliminate her consideration.
Are we in agreement with that?
Okay.
I think that she nodded.
We all are.
There's some that some people can do that, but we have others already.
Okay, tell them to hang up and try again. If you know anybody who can't get in, have them hang up and try again, because we do have people that are on the bridge that said they could hear us, because I can hear people. So, if you're on the bridge, can you say something that you can hear us? Because I can hear movement.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Thank you, yes, if they can't get in.
People need to remember there was a different code for today.
Yes,
Yeah,
this
I
meeting is
feel
not the same code as the one from this morning. So, okay, so we'll go ahead, I think we're in consensus to eliminate Alexis from consideration.
Correct.
Yes, okay. The next one.
It was Matthew Schwarz.
So anyone wanna speak to him?
I have concern. He openly states, and he was very honest, that he would keep his full-time job and
Well, he keep his business.
his business, but that, if you own a business, that's gonna have to come. I mean, he owns a big business that he has started from the bottom, and we need somebody in this position right now that can be there all the time and with 100% putting in it, so I have a little.
But didn't he say that he was gonna hand everything off? He was just making like a figurehead and he was.
Well,
He delegates to his staff.
Doesn't he
Yeah, but
delegate?
he
Did he
said-
say that?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
but let me find what else he said.
What do you think, Jess? Any comments on that? Your thoughts on
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know we were gonna be going one by one, but, I definitely had some statements. Number one, I wanna thank the current auditor staff. I know they've worked really hard despite a lot of challenges, not a lot of support. I also wanna thank Lawra Mathes for having the courage to step up and apply and try to do what was best for that office. My vision for an effective leader, someone who has honesty and integrity, and that they understand the law, the code, and processes, it's critical for this position. My vision is that we find someone that helps improve the processes and helps us to be more efficient with taxpayer funds, and that is a professional, doesn't get caught up in drama and just focuses on solving problems. So my choice is Matthew Schwarz. I think that he has a proven track record on process improvement. I'm not concerned about him owning a business, given the nature of, he's overseeing that, he's delegating, tasks, and he's been working an additional full-time job in addition to that. He's got an extensive knowledge in government processes and code and the law.
Well, he's the only one that put every single traffic ticket he had on his application. Probably because he was former law
He
enforcement,
understood
so
the
he
law,
understood what the difference was, so
Yeah.
yeah.
That even traffic tickets count.
So your choice is Schwarz,
That is correct.
so we're probably done. Is your choice Schwarz?
Well, mine is actually between
Let's just
two,
be honest.
mine's actually between two candidates, so.
Okay, so Hobbs is for, all right.
So, I agree with that, I learned something new, that, having a traffic ticket means I have a misdemeanor on my record. That's interesting, but anyway, yeah, I think most Americans probably have that too. Regarding, since you brought him up, I'll bring up my notes on him. He quoted Iowa code several times, which, probably because of his background, he's familiar with the code more than most. He mentioned the department management, which a lot of people don't realize that they are into the budget, so, and then he also mentioned December 1 regarding urban renewal forms. I didn't even know that, I had to look that up, and he was correct on that. His example on, he had said he had discovered a software issue in his previous employer, they needed it fixed, and it ended up making it more efficient, so he seems comfortable with software improvements. That speaks to my IT heart. And then, the one question that was on here that was mine was about the property taxes. He struck a good balance between, he understood limits we can do, but at the same time, he understands the role they play to find places to save taxpayer money, regarding whether it's efficiencies in systems or procurement policies. I liked that. Let's see. So those are the ones that kind of struck me that I put a star by on that. I mean, I did, Diane, to your point, I was, I am a little concerned regarding the business.
I put a star here, will not quit his job, that's what I put.
And because we asked that
He's
question.
always had 2 jobs.
We asked that question, we said, how is this gonna happen, how is this gonna work? And, he said that he would, he's basically, he's a figurehead, is what he said. I mean, I don't wanna call him a liar, but that's what he said, so I'm gonna go by what he said. So those are the ones that kind of stood out at me. But going back to your process, regarding, let's see, Randy, Tabor, yeah, Randall Tabor.
Is that your other choice?
No, actually, it's not. But to review, I think that this is one that I wanted to ask the board if they would consider elimination on this one.
Yes.
I mean, there's some discrepancies and
2
stuff.
yeses, let's end it.
On that, so we can, you're okay with eliminating that? Okay. Okay, and then the other one that I, wanted to consider, was Lawra. Mainly because we've had so much disruption in that office, and she could hit the ground running immediately. Where with Matthew, we would have some learning curve. And then also too, the thing with the other business gave me pause. But on the flip side, he has historical evidence of improving efficiencies and processes. And right now, with the stuff we're finding, the incorrect things that we're finding and uncovering that's been going on regarding stuff, I would like to have someone there that has that background, extensive background, digging in and finding things out, that forensic background, that I think he has. I did, so I'm actually torn between the two, because I see the benefit of both. I'm just a little nervous about the ramp up, and I don't know if we'll have the same ramp up with Lawra, because she's been doing it, she's been taking on a lot of the auditor duties already, and learning and rolling up her sleeves and all that kind of stuff. So, for me, I'm a little, these are the two that I'm kind of struggling between, and, I think both would be good. I'd love to hire both as two auditors, but we can't do that, we just have one. Those are my thoughts on that. So I'm kind of struggling in making a choice here. So, but you want Matthew.
That's correct.
Okay.
And that's not to, again, I wanna recognize the hard work that Lawra has put in, for that department. I know there's been a lot of upheaval and not a lot of support, and my hope is that, the new auditor will retain the staff and help improve those processes.
Do you have any concern about the ramp up?
No, I don't. I believe the best, way to do that is to utilize your staff and expertise that you have to start.
He'll be walking into a knowledgeable staff that's been doing it, so, and everything will be caught up. Thank you, Lawra, for that. So he'll be getting in a much better position. He won't be stuck doing a budget in 2 months, like, jeez, that still gives me nightmares. So I think that's a benefit, and that's kudos to the staff. So,
Diane?
are either one of those?
I think you've decided.
Well, truly, I have not decided. I'm between two. And she's decided. And we need two people to agree.
Yeah.
So you're making me be the.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not gonna say anything about who you want.
Well, I think that maybe Michele Brant could bring us together, because she's worked in here. It doesn't mean I think everybody's perfect. You can find good and bad about everybody, but I would lean towards that, because I think the staff likes her. And we need to get people back together.
Which staff is that?
Just all of them. They all get along quite well. That's just my
That's
opinion.
not my understanding.
Okay. Well, I think you've made up your mind, so.
Well, I have, as Supervisor Stancil said she has not.
I have not. These are the two, the one I'm. Well, if I say I want Lawra and you want Matthew and you want Michele.
Well, you have to pick a team, pick a side.
Well, the other option is we could
No, we need to
call
pick.
people in for a second interview and help us decide.
No, we are in just too much turmoil. Let's not do that.
Okay.
I'd be open to that.
Second interview?
I would be open to that.
You don't wanna do that.
If that's what we need to come to a group decision.
Like I said, I'm just really concerned about the ramp up.
But you mentioned him right out of the chute, so it sounds like
She
you're
did.
reading that, but
These
you
are the
did
two-
too, so.
She's going in order
I
of the
was-
interviews.
And she started talking about him, and so
Let's just pick.
that's the only concern I have, is the ramp up. Because,
As you mentioned, this current staff has been doing it, and the current staff will still be there to help with that transition. And I envision it as we have retained the current staff, and the new auditor then would hopefully be a resource to them that they haven't had.
true. Okay. Well, to Diane's point, we do need to move forward. And this is who you want, and I guess I'm the tiebreaker. Well,
it's a tough decision, and I'm grateful that we had good qualified candidates and people that were actually willing to step into this very challenging position.
Well, we have really good people right now that have been spending a lot of time learning and all that kind of stuff, and, well, okay, well, we'll just go with Matthew then. I'll entertain a motion, to move forward. Let me pull this up, I apologize, I don't have a paper copy. All right, so we have a resolution for board consideration for the appointment of the county auditor, at $80,424.16 a year, effective July 7th, 2025, contingent on the resignation of current county auditor on 4 July 2025. For those members of the public that are here that are new, is because we currently have an auditor that is technically elected official, we cannot appoint someone today. Her resignation is effective tomorrow, so she can actually change her mind up to midnight tomorrow. As the election official, we have to wait for her to do that. So, so this will be contingent on her resignation moving forward, in which case then we will do the official appointment on Monday and the swearing in on Monday of the candidate. So, so this resolution is contingent on that. So I will entertain a motion to approve the appointment of county auditor to fill a vacancy, to be Matthew Schwarz, effective July 7th, contingent on the resignation of current county auditor Teri Kaczinski, tomorrow.
The Secretary of State called me just before I got back and said that she cannot rescind it. That is what they stated.
Really?
That's what they said, cannot.
Oh.
We accepted it,
Well,
there was a resolution, it's done.
Good.
Okay, well, that solves the problem. Okay,
It is.
so effective, that's not what Steve told us, but we'll move forward on that.
Well, I called the Secretary of State, so.
So, okay, so effective July 7th of 2025 will be, assuming Matthew accepts it, because he could change his mind or find a better job, or who knows?
Seen some Facebook posts?
Yeah, I know. Might change his mind. So I'll consider a motion to approve that.
So moved.
Do I have a second? I will second that. All in favor? Will you do a roll call vote, please, Matt?
Fitch?
Nay.
Stancil?
Aye.
Hobbs?
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. All right, unless there's any more discussion, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Who's gonna call Matt?
I'll call Matt.
Thank you.
The next meeting, are we gonna appoint him the 7th? Did we set that up?
The time for, yeah, you
The
were gonna talk to
time,
the judge?
yes, the judge, I think I sent that to Michele, the other Michele. Let me see, I believe the judge said they were available. One moment, pull that up.
I think we had tentatively 9, but.
I think it was tentatively 9, so,
Well, we don't have to be there, that's,
no, but it'd be good in case anybody else. Yes, Monday at 9 on the 7th in the district courtroom on the 2nd floor.
you'll have to tell him that.
No, he already knows, she already knows. The judge already
The
told her.
court, but I mean the person.
Oh, yeah. But we did tell him in his interview that we'd be appointing on Monday, so I'm hoping he left his day open. So, okay, so we'll do a swearing in on Monday. We'll probably need to get something posted for that as well. But she has her first hearing at 9:30, so it has to be a quick swearing in. So we'll have to.
It doesn't take very long.
It doesn't take very long. Okay, did you have any other questions?
No.
Okay. All right, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
All right, any discussion? All in favor, please vote aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries.